So they've been very dishonest about this. Now, why are the Republicans and the Democrats that Don DeZarn and I are running against unfair? Why do I say that? Well, the first reason is this. They treat people differently under the law. They give special favors to certain people. They take our money and essentially do what they want with it and run or attempt to run the economy as they choose with our money. And it's not fair. Here's a perfect example. This is a bill that my opponents, Democratic candidates, Wayne D'Angelo and Dan Benson, here's a bill that they sponsored together. It is Assembly Bill 1583. And in a nutshell, this bill proposes that the state offer tax credits for the purchase of certain electric or plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Now let's stop there for a second, because at the instant we hear it, we think about the prospect of more electric cars being bought. It's a very attractive sound. It's as attractive as the sound of "Let's Go to Mars." It's as attractive as "Let's End Poverty." It's as attractive as, any new development to the economy that would excite us. So what's the problem with it? Well, let's think about this. Certain people, only certain people in the first place, can purchase electric or plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. That's the first problem. I can't. I don't have that kind of money. So why should somebody who can pay for this, somebody who has the amount of money necessary to purchase an electric car, why should they have to pay less? Why should they, in essence, if they have to pay less and they get a tax credit, they're actually getting money given to them? They're essentially being bribed. Bribing people to buy electric cars. That's the idea that Wayne D'Angelo and Dan Benson have. And note the other thing. They're not only bribing particular people, a particular class, a particular economic class, they're also giving, therefore, a special favor to certain people in the economy. They're offering a special favor for manufacturers of and saleswomen of who sell electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles. More money for them because Wayne D'Angelo and Dan Benson like them. They might argue that it's great for the economy and that it will help protect the environment. But here's the problem with that. I could make the same argument about my spirituality and my Christianity. I could say, it would be really good for the state of New Jersey if there was just more Christian literature out there. So I'm going to give a tax credit to anybody who buys a book of Christian poetry. It's going to make people more loving. It's going to protect society. It is going to reduce the crime rate. Oh. So a certain individual, or a group of certain individuals, will get money because of their values, their beliefs, with the argument that it's good for the country, good for the state. It's not fair. What about everybody else who is trying to produce something, offer something, and make money off of something that will help others. Why should Wayne D'Angelo and Dan Benson pick and choose? That's simply unfair, ladies and gentlemen, and we cannot allow this to continue. We cannot, it's not right. We're talking about right and wrong today. It is not right to allow men like Wayne D'Angelo and Dan Benson, it's not right to not only allow, but to pay them to get other people paid while we stand and wait for our chance to earn more money. It's not right. And here's another example of unfairness in the candidates that Don and I are running against. And unfortunately, it's not only Wayne D'Angelo and Dan Benson. This includes Senator Greenstein, and it includes Peter Inverso and Steve Cook and Ronald Haas. I wrote to every single opponent involved in this election here in the 14th Legislative District, except for Ronald Haas, because I couldn't find any information about him. I couldn't find any contact information. And I said, Don DeZarn and I got on the ballot the same way you guys did. We believe we should be allowed and invited to the debates. We believe it is unfair that you excluded Don DeZarn from the only debate to take place, which was a debate between the senators, but only between Peter Inverso and the Greenstein. Now, let's look at this a little more closely. There's only one thing that Senator Greenstein and Peter Inverso have that Don DeZarn doesn't have. A lot of money, most of which comes from special interest groups. That's not right. And we have a chance to make history by standing up against this, ladies and gentlemen, and we absolutely must. It's imperative. It's the right thing to do. I didn't only write these folks once. I messaged them on Facebook. I emailed them. I tweeted them several times. And still, not even the generosity to respond or acknowledge that I reached out to them. And keep in mind, these are people who are claiming that they want to represent you. What can be said of a prospective representative who does not believe in a fair debate? That's the principle they're going to take with them to the legislature. A belief in unfair tactics. And it will be the principle that guides all of their lawmaking and all of their voting, ladies and gentlemen. Is it loving to exclude people from debate who are on the ballot? Is it loving? No, it is not. Is it good? No, it is not. Is it right? No, it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, we must do what is right, even if they won't. So, some things that we can do in a nutshell. We must get as many people as possible to contact the candidates and demand a fair debate. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, in order to prevent more unfair, dishonest politicians from sucking our money from us and polluting the New Jersey legislature, we need new politicians. And that's what Don DeZarn and I are out to do. We need your help. We need your support. We need you to share this video with all of your friends. We need everybody to take a lawn sign, a yard sign, and put it up. We need everybody to take a bumper sticker here and put it on their car or wherever they want. And we need folks to hand out these palm cards here and let the rest of the residents in the 14th District know what Don DeZarn and I are all about. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have a chance to do something that is right, something that is good, something that is fair, something that is truthful, and something above all other things that is loving. But we need your help. I want to thank you so much for your time today, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you.